Hello again, I'm Dudley Thompson, and welcome again to WDT Media TV. And again, please like, share, and subscribe. And as you know by now, elections are now over, and another big talking point is the St. Andrew West Central seat that was won by Prime Minister Andrew Holness over the PNP's Paul Buchanan. You can see on your screen, Prime Minister polled 7,054 votes to Paul Buchanan's 4,953. But Paul Buchanan is crying foul at the level of voting that took place and discrepancies in polling station across the constituency. So let's now take you back to the earlier votings in that constituency that concerns the Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the challenger Paul Buchanan. You can see there with 50 boxes to go, 87 of 105, it showed Paul Buchanan leading with 4,867 compared to the Prime Minister's 4,762. And as you can see on the screen, Mr. Buchanan had 50.5% of the vote compared to the Prime Minister's 49.5%. And again, he was leading by 105 votes with 15 boxes to go. And that figure was on the screen for close to or almost a little over 1 hour. Then the next update we saw, with 12 boxes to go, the Prime Minister has moved into a lead with 5,387 compared to Paul Buchanan's 4,904 with 12 boxes to go, which equates to the Prime Minister getting 625 votes for the last 3 boxes, while Paul Buchanan received a mere 37. Next, we saw it move now from 93 to 97. That means 8 boxes to go. And at this point, the Prime Minister now moved to 5,989 compared to Paul Buchanan's 4,923. As you can see on the screen, the Prime Minister gone now 55% to Paul Buchanan's 45% at this point in time. And from those 4 boxes, the Prime Minister received 602 votes compared to a mere 19 for the PNP's Paul Buchanan. Yes, the PM received 602 votes to Paul Buchanan's mere 19. And now with 5 boxes to go, the Prime Minister has 6,341 compared to Mr. Paul Buchanan's 4,931 with 5 boxes to go. That's 100 out of 105. Again, look at the screen. The Prime Minister, 6,341 compared to Mr. Paul Buchanan's 4,931. And in this instance, Paul Buchanan received a mere 8 additional votes, while the Prime Minister received 352 yes. The extra boxes counted, Paul Buchanan received a mere 8 votes compared to the Prime Minister's 352. And now the final tally, after all boxes are counted, all 105 boxes counted, the Prime Minister received 7,054 votes compared to the PNP's Paul Buchanan 4,953. In the last 5 boxes, the Prime Minister gained 713 votes. Yes, 713 votes, while Mr. Buchanan received a mere 22 votes in the last 5 boxes. And again, Mr. Buchanan is crying foul at the rapid voter rate and rapid rate of voting in the Prime Minister's favor. Well, we're not here to cast any judgment. We just present to you with what happened, and then you can decide if Mr. Buchanan had a case, or should I say, has a case. And as we continue still on the political vein, PNP, that GLP candidate, Rhoda Moy Crawford, is saying that she was speaking to Cliff Hughes, and she stated that some of her own supporters came to her and said the other side were offering things to vote, and they want money, motor cars, and bikes for their vote. Yes, because she said, they said that the other side made the offer, and what can she do? Here now is Rhoda Moy Crawford.
From some of the dark forces in some instance, meaning the people were standing with me and standing up with me. The pressure that I would say I come under was from some of my own supporters who felt that, Rhoda, the other side is offering this. What are you going to do? We want something too. And, people were pressuring me for car rentals. And, I told them I have the messages, I can forward them, I can screenshot. Up to yesterday when we were going down to the wire, some of my solid supporters were telling me, look here, it's 30 of us up here. It's 8 of us. If you don't bring some money to us by 5 minutes to 5, we're not voting. And I told them straight, I do not buy votes. And Cliff, we made up our mind. I told them and I told my campaign director, I have put in the work. And if I can't win based on the work that I've put in, it would be a sad day for Manchester Central and a sad day for Jamaica. So I'm so happy that the people of Manchester Central has shown the rest of Jamaica and the rest of the world that we want good representation from our people. And once we represent and work hard and work well, they will deliver. And the other thing, Cliff, I have to contribute to the victory. The middle class of Manchester Central, Cliff, they turned up and turned out in their numbers yesterday.
Very interesting.
When I was moving.
Go ahead.
And I want my opponent to hear this. The more he went on a stage and big up the Don, the worse it got for him on the ground. Because I saw pastors calling me, church leaders calling me. Cliff, there were members of the church who donated money for me for petrol yesterday. They called me, they said, MP, we don't want guns. We don't want criminality. We're going to sponsor some gas vouchers for you. And they did. And Cliff, I soon get to the workers because I have to tell you, because remember them, they tell lie, oh, my workers gone. Nothing never goes so.
She also stated that the middle class of Manchester contributed to her victory in the constituency. Yes, the Manchester middle class came out and voted for her.
Community, my God, they showed up for me. Some of them say, Rhoda, we hear that we're not to give you any money because you're not going to take home the seat. And they tell me, we're helping you anyway, win, lose, or draw. And I tell them I'm going to win. I am very confident I'm going to win because I felt the love and support on the ground. I felt it. And we had some helpline. And the most frequent calls we got was, where do I vote? Because we had a big chunk of new voters. I met people 60-odd-year-old, 50-odd-year-old who had never voted. And they say, Rhoda, we have seen the work that you've put in. We have seen the unfair attack that you have gone under, the JLP has gone under, the party leader has gone under. We are going to vote for you. And they went to the EOJ office. They got their ID, but they didn't know what to do with the ID because, of course, these are affluent people who have their passports and driver's license. So they really have no need for the national ID that serves double purpose. Yeah. And they were calling, asking me, Rhoda, where do I vote? And that's why I made a video showing people that if you flip the back of the ID, if you see 44, it's Manchester Central. And the other number is the polling station. And we did up, so Laverne King did up all of those sheets. The middle class of Manchester Central, Cliff, they turned up and turned out in their numbers yesterday.
Very interesting.
When I was moving.
Go ahead.
And I want my opponent to hear this. The more he went on a stage and big up the Don, the worse it got for him on the ground. Because I saw pastors calling me, church leaders calling me. Cliff, there were members of the church who donated money for me for petrol yesterday. They called me, they said, MP, we don't want guns. We don't want criminality. We're going to sponsor some gas vouchers for you.
All right, and you heard it there from both Rhoda Moy Crawford, and also you heard it from Paul Buchanan. He's crying foul after losing the West Central St. Andrew seat to the incumbent and the Prime Minister Andrew Holness. What say you? I'm Dudley Thompson, and again, please like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, thanks for watching.